I'm going to start by appreciating all as members of the Fourth Estate. Mina Commissioner Edmond Sylvester Alpha, Commissioner for the Southern Region, and on the 27th of July, His Excellency the President approved me for being the acting chairman of the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone for that notice.
Watching Hands of Hope online TV.
In terms of implementation, from our own perspective at ECSL, we don't go about 30% of the implementation of the Tripartite recommendations. We get specifically around 64 we follow our purview. But among the 64, the one them, some then in categories. We get the one them will be done they do. So in terms of even completion, we have already been doing them. So then some then they who don't complete. For instance, the one who don't complete, who don't do the ad hoc policy, where the recommendation asks you for do. Who don't do that aspect of the consultation policy, the management policy, who don't complete them. Areas that they were specific around some certain trainings they offer do the capacity building initiatives. We do on them. Very recently, at this very media center, we get an international training. We get experts that come up from South Africa for country to start them on the risk management policy and the risk management framework. So for most of the recommendations contained in the recommendations, because one reference, we realize say 30% of them we don't complete. We get about the range of 40 now ongoing because these processes are based on activities relating to processes. We think that they try for say on that. For instance, you know, expect we for comply with recommendations we relate to like result management, but we'll start the process. Like for instance, we in line with UNDP, we don't get two international consultants that we get for CAM do feasibility studies across the country on the result management system and voter registration. So now we realize that for some of them, they are pending and very close to the conduct of elections. But we will get for start the preparations now. So now so the recommendations in the so in ongoing onto the elections, but some have been completed.
All right.
Yes, I want to delve directly with like the nexus between we and the National Civil Registration Authority. The law is very clear in the Constitution, Section 38. We empower we as a commission for the voter registration. Now, the NCRE, the Act of 2016, it gives them the mandate for say, therefore provide you with information on voters for extraction, will for use for conduct elections. But it don't look like say now the perception they go around is as if NCRA now they don't hijack or usurp the registration process from me. Well, that is not correct. We are still in charge of the conduct of voter registration in this country, except otherwise the law is amended. And as contained in part of the constitutional review process, no sign day in that review process will they undertake, we very soon we will make public, we then talk say, ECSL is stop registration. It is not possible. We are still in charge of the conduct, and many public out there no say, we are still having that full mandate as per law for undertake voter registration, going through all the processes from field data capture, to the process of deduplication, adjudication. Then after that, we get the provisional voters list. It take me to the final voters list. Then subsequent other activities will relate to the registration of exhibition, then the issuance of voter ID cards. That is going to be done by the ECSL and not NCRA. So we want that clarity to be made. And even the constitutional review process we're ongoing, not you know the way talk say NCRA undertaker. There are another part of it. NCRA then they issue out national identity cards for which citizens make payments. But on our part, according to the law, we give a voter ID cards free. And that's the process. So we say NCRA go fit into the process for come begin tell people and say they go vote, You for pay for it before you go do elections. The level of collaboration is very cordial as of now, as I talk to now. We dey work alongside with the PPRC for regulate the conduct of political parties. How are we going about doing this? We dey hold fortnightly meetings. When I take over as acting chairman, I don't resuscitate this political parties liaison committee. Whether I may ask about at the meeting. This is not a meeting where we sit down with the political parties, then would they update them on the activities of the commission, would they solicit their opinions and views on critical issues wey relate to the running of the commission. Now they will sometimes can they boku halala kin komodi. We get opinions the way they differ. We dey collaborate with the Ministry of Justice, the AG's Attorney General's office, like how they talk. We don't identify about 11 critical areas where they get for include inside the constitutional review process, where they get for table in Parliament. We also do on the Public Elections Act review. Who don't do the document, but we get forget the NCRA, we get PPRC, we get the Ministry of Justice, where they all is done around the table. We consult. So we reach a common agreement or consensus on their laws there before we forward them to Parliament. So just like I asked, these activities are going and we therefore continue the collaboration. But how do the public know about this? That comes in the role of the media. We are very vital because if the people they don't know say this is what is happening, the impression is nothing is happening at the ECSL. But indeed, work is ongoing. And they tell people they say, you know, like I use that language, we are not in electoral comatose. We are fully activated. We are moving. Which I mean by electoral comatose. We are not stagnated. You know, we are not static, but we are moving. So that's exactly where we are. Our activities are ongoing, our trainings are ongoing, and we intend to keep the public fully informed as we proceed.
Thank you.
Thank you.